And without further ado, I'm going to open up with a mantra, okay? Asatoma sadgamaya Dhammasoma jyotirgamaya Rityurman Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I hope you all are doing well and welcome to my live. I am a mystic oracle healer, and trying to help you out to get where you need to go with breakthroughs, healing, transformation, transcendence, and all that good stuff, okay? So that way you're not suffering to grow, but you're enjoying the journey to grow, okay? So in this live, I'll be doing 6 oracle readings about your situation, updates about your situation, and letting you know the good stuff that's going to happen, okay, in your situation. There will also be a bonus reading for any kind of leader at the end of this live, okay? So giving you guys a heads up with that, okay? So if you don't already know what goes down in this live, we'll be doing those oracle readings, and there will be timestamps down below in the description box and comment area after the live. Don't forget to check out my oracle channel, okay? A mysticoraclemary, okay? And you'll see different kind of readings, pick a card readings. Yes, this is in order for you to flex your intuition and instinct, okay? Also, we have, I have the community posts too, so check that out too. You'll get a lot of growth and expansion with those as well. And I always drop those at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day, 2 at a time, okay? So that way you're not feeling overwhelmed. And I also drop individual pick a card readings for zodiac signs and non-zodiac sign readings around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time too on my channel, especially if you are new. And saying hi to Amen. I'm from Ohio, USA. So glad you can join me, and also the other viewers on my channel that are watching me, especially if you cannot type in the chat. So glad you can join me. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, okay? Nick, you're funny. That hasn't anybody had a pillow fight, goofball? Nick the Riz Row Oz. Might have said that wrong, but glad you can join me, goofball. All right, so I'm going to start on the live oracle readings now. There'll be 6, okay? This is not a pick a card reading live, okay? Giving you a heads up with that, so you don't have to wait very long for your oracle readings here, okay? It's not going to be too complex, all right? Right to the point. You get what I mean? All right, so let's ask the first question. Shuffle this just twice. How about one more time? All right, let's ask the question for the first oracle reading for the viewers. Give me an update to the viewers that are having a new beginning. Thank you. First one, protected. Soul whispers. Hola in the chat. Unwavering faith. Adapt and thrive. And last one, cloud of unknowing. All right. So here's your update on the new stuff that is happening here in your new beginning, okay? So here in your new beginning, you're going to be protected here by the divine or whatever you want to call it in your belief system, okay? So that way you feel safe here in your new beginning and sheltered and guided through any kind of temptation in order to go to forward without any BS going on, okay? Some other good stuff is you're going to get growth and expansion here in your new beginning. That when you go into meditation, that way you hear your soul very crystal clear, okay? Because you're going to look beyond, behind the words and hear what is really being said, your soul whispers. Also, here in your new beginning, the good stuff, you're going to also get an upgrade where you have unwavering faith, where you stand firm in your beliefs and your steadfast spirit guides you through uncertainty. Yippee! So that's the good stuff. Now, here are some messages in order for you to keep focused on, okay? So you're needing to adapt and thrive, okay, in this new beginning. Luck flows with change. So stay flexible in your new beginning, okay? Embrace shifts and learn from the journey as answers reveal themselves, okay? And what got channeled in, they will reveal themselves as long as you spend that time and space doing your spiritual process like meditation, and you'll know what makes you feel very comfortable in doing that, okay? So those are your messages on what to keep focus on, all right? So now here is your outcome, okay, to what it's leading you towards. It's leading you towards to defogging your mind is what's getting channeled in, and cloud of unknowing. That way you surrender to mystery, embrace the sacred within you. And what that means is, so that way you take out that time and space to defog your mind using your spiritual meditation, okay? So that way you see what lies ahead. So that way you tread thoughtfully, okay? Even if you have to go slow to defog the brain. Doesn't make you above or below anybody, but it's a good outcome because every human being, when they go through upgrades or uncertainty, we have to spend that time and space to clear everything out, okay? And so you're learning as you go and enjoy this journey. Sometimes you have to step off the path, heal, defog, rebalance, have breakthroughs and transformation and all that good stuff. It's just mom and pop didn't tell you how to, like, that this is part of the journey because their parents didn't tell them and so on and so forth. So we got to learn some kind of way, you know? But it's not a bad outcome because you spend some time and space to really understand where you're going in life. And it really leaves you with a really great thing is because you are... you're going to foster more interconnectedness and harmony. That means going out and about and being comfortable with others and also having balance with inside you and having fun, you know, being in your sanctuary once in a while, you know, like doing that balance. Okay. So that's your reading. Okay. Whoever needed that for Oracle reading number 1. Okay. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Now I'm going to address what's going on in the chat. Hello, ma'am. You got a good... Have you had issues against warriors and paid? You are a goofball. PvP. I haven't played, D&D and all that stuff in a long time, and also I've done gaming every once in a while. But you goofball, I'm doing oracle readings and that. Thanks for asking, though. I used to play StarCraft, Warcraft, and some other cool Blizzard kind of games too. There's some really good ones out there. Even fighting against Diablo. Yeah, I used to play that game too. That was fun. I don't have a system to actually play the more updated games. Right now it's just kind of computer that, well, can do the bare minimum, but it's what works now. Trying to shuffle this. There we go. One more shuffle and then we'll do the next oracle reading, okay? Hi to Sky, blessings. Glad you can join me. One cut, and then we'll get started with the next oracle reading. Oh, do you guys remember Command and Conquer? I used to play that game so very well. Command and Conquer. I don't think a lot of people know about that game unless you're like an old school PC gamer. Woo-wee, that was fun to play. All right, let's ask the next oracle question, and that is number 2, viewers. Please give me an update to the viewers in healing their say that again. Please give me an update to the viewers that are healing their energy and their health. Serene Haven. Getting better. Hi there in the chat too. This is wind turbine, like that combo. You got act with clarity. Shield of resilience. And one more. Choose wisely. Interesting. All right, so what you need to know, viewers that are healing their health and energy, is your new stuff first, okay? So while you're healing your energy in that in your sanctuary, you're going to get more growth and expansion here in your heart chakra and also healing in your mind, okay? So keep on doing what you need to do to recharge and heal your health, okay? Especially that meditation, all right? Very cool. Now, you're also getting some really good growth here in your journey because you're going to welcome some more improvements one step at a time. And that's healing that heart, especially if whatever trauma or disappointments and resentment that you've went through, okay? When this is all healed, you're going to understand and focus on your intentions and navigate decisions with clear insight and purpose. So that way you're not led astray, okay? So these are the good improvements and new stuff that's going to be happening here as you heal. So write things down in a journal so you can see your progress. Because sometimes we forget. So when you look back in your journal, you'll feel so proud of yourself and you'll leave ideas, leave yourself messages So that way, I look back on mine and it reminds me of what I need to keep focus on and what I need to keep myself away from, like certain distractions, like either certain people, certain events not to repeat, that kind of stuff. So, not bad. Now, here is messages of what to keep focus on, okay? Shield of resilience. Employ your shield of resilience, guarding against external pressures while nurturing your internal strengths, and love and career. So what that means, to be short and right to the point, is don't get wrapped up in what's going on outside of you, okay? So don't get involved with all that, because right now you're needing to nurture your strength, your internal strength of love and career. So keep focus on that. So that means your self-care regimen and what you're doing in your career, okay? So heads up with that, not bad. Now that's your focus on messages. Now here is your outcome and what it's leading you towards, okay? It's leading you towards a really great outcome where you're choosing wisely now. You're going to understand your decisions shape your path and amid challenges, but you're going to stay open and learning as answers reveal your destined journey. You're going to realize it's better to focus on going towards your full potential instead of just repeating the same cycle and not getting nowhere. So it's not a bad outcome. You're choosing wisely now what kind of experiences you want to lead you to your full potential. Very cool. That's your reading, viewers, that did Oracle reading number 2. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Now, we're going to check what's going on in the chat again. Do you watch an amazing Spider-Man series? It is so emotional and very sad superhero movie. You know what? I haven't watched superhero movies in a while. My favorite, to be very honest, is Phoenix and the other psychic X-Men. Jane, I think. I could be wrong. But those are my 2 favorites, especially Phoenix. I love her story. I can relate to it a lot. It's something even us healers have to go through, a lot different transformations. If you really pay attention, it's a lot depending on what you're doing in life. But as a mystic oracle healer and a spiritual leader, yeah, I go through many transformations in order to get things done. Not only for myself or the people that I'm healing around me. But thank you for asking that. This is Wind Turbine. Very cool. Let's ask the third oracle question for the viewers. And that is, give me an update to the viewers that are manifesting success. Thank you. Act with clarity. Rough road. Steady as you go. Gentle release. And last one, vortex of change. Nice. All right, so viewers that are trying to manifest success, here's the new stuff that's coming to you in your situation. You acting with clarity. You're going to be focusing on navigating decisions with clear insight and purpose. So we got channeled in, keep up with that plan. And if you haven't wrote down a plan, it's time. So that way you have clearly insight and purpose, okay? So that way you're not getting deterred from anything and going through rough situations, okay? But here's another thing that's coming in that's new. You're going to be preparing carefully before you continue, for it's a long journey ahead. And like I said, you don't want to keep on going in the wrong direction. So keep up with that plan if you haven't already. Another new stuff that you need to know is you're going to be blessed with grace and patience is what's getting channeled in order for you to have resilience, trusting in your inner strength to guide you through any twists and turns of what's going on in life. That way you go steady as you go, okay? Not bad. Heads up with that. What I got channeled in too is that you're going to be getting some blessings that are coming in too through this, through your situation. It's not just the blessings that are going to happen with inside you, it's going to be outside sources too. Like money through your career is what's getting channeled in, okay? Very cool. Heads up with that. Now here's what you, some messages you need to focus to help keep you focused on, okay? Is gentle release. Let yourself surrender to the flow of life's mysterious currents, okay? So that way you're not feeling overwhelmed or floaty in your head. You know how you float in imagination? It's so good when you're creating. But when you want something so bad, you're going to be learning that that's not going to help you. Faith, hope, and action moving forward is what's going to help you, okay? This is why you're going to have a gentle release, so that way you're doing something different, even if it's one step at a time learning this, okay? So heads up with that, that's not bad. Here's your outcome to what is leading you towards. And it's leading you towards transformation, okay? And change. The vortex of change. Engage with the vortex of change, where energies swirl in transformative dance, molding anew. Because it's going to ignite your ambitions, okay? So that way it leads you to manifesting more to lead to that success, okay? You're not yet at the finish line of what success really is, you know? Success is all in the mind, body, and spirit. And yeah, success is in the very goals that you make too. But as human beings, we're here to experience everything in this world. So success may look to you in so many different things, you know? So heads up with that. That's not a bad thing. You're going to be going through change and transformation. So that way it ignites your ambition, okay? Very cool. So that's your reading. Viewers, that did Oracle reading number 3. I really hope it helps. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, okay? Now I'm going to shuffle the cards and then we can move on to Oracle reading number 4, okay? 2 shuffles. One cut. One shuffle again. Now we can ask the question for Oracle reading number 4, viewers. Give me an update to the viewers that are healing their clarity. You got open doors, protected, growth potential, flame of courage. Last one, manifest the new. Nice. All right. So here's the new stuff that you need to know here in your situation. So you're going to have a lot of opportunities that's going to hit your way, okay, here in your situation. So you're just needing to take your time to choose what's right for you, because whatever you choose will be correct. Again, whatever you choose will be correct, okay? Because here in your situation, you're very protected, and what you're going to be picking, okay? So that way you're not being led astray by doing things or that will sabotage you, okay? Because you're going to understand and trust yourself to embrace change to unlock your full potential and flourish. I feel like that's what you're going to pick. All right? That's your new stuff in your situation. Not bad. So here is messages of what to keep focus on, viewers. Flame of courage. Ignite the flame of courage within inside you, okay? Light the path of bravery against the shadows of fear. So it's time to face those fears now. That way it doesn't keep you stuck, but you are enjoying your journey to grow, not suffering with those fears anymore, okay? Very cool. Heads up with that. Now here is your outcome to what is leading you towards, okay? It's leading you towards to manifesting new stuff, creating new stuff, okay? To embrace change, and envision your desires and allowing the universe to ignite your intentions, okay? So you're going to also learn how to trust yourself to see what it is you want to manifest in regards to love and career to get you to your full potential, okay? So it's not a bad outcome. It gives you that time and space to really ask yourself, what is it you really want to create now? With a new beginning to your situation, okay? All right, that's your outcome. I really hope it helps you, viewers. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Now let's move on to Oracle reading number 5. 3 shuffles and then we'll get started. One cut, and then we'll get started. Now we can ask the question for Oracle reading number 5. Please give me an update to the viewers that are having unexpected events happening to them. Thank you. Going forward. Feather of hope. Crystal of clarity. Harbor of peace. On the mend. Nice. Not bad already, viewers, in your reading, okay? So here's your new stuff in your situation that you need to know, okay? What's going to happen is you're going to have healing here in your situation where you're not dwelling on the past, but you're focusing on creating a better future. Especially some of you that have been going through heartbreak, okay, is what's getting channeled in. Here's also your new stuff in your situation. It's going to help you upgrade here where you're having more hope and holding on to it, and because you see it as an upward promise for an uplifting future. Plus, you're going to be granted clarity here. Know where you're going and what you're going to be doing without having anybody in the way is what's getting channeled in. Because it's going to help you be open and have a profound understanding now about your situation. Okay? So that's not bad of the good stuff in your situation, that new stuff. Now here is what you need to focus on, okay? Find serenity, refuge here in a peaceful embrace of gentle harbor, meaning time to spend time in your sanctuary where you embrace that peacefulness, okay? In order to balance out your emotions, okay? Don't neglect them. You're here to understand what it's like to be a human being, even those emotions, okay? And we can't always get it right. So this is how we rebalance in order to understand that this is the very thing we need to do every once in a while as a human being is go back to our sanctuary, learn how to relax again, chill out, and rebalance, okay? Gives you the wisdom of your experience as well, you know, when we sit back and relax. All right, so moving forward, here's your outcome. It's not bad because it's leading you towards you mending your heart in order to be compassionate and kind to yourself as you heal yourself, okay? And then from there, you're going to have a plan in order to move forward, okay? That way you're preparing to continue on your journey ahead so things are not so rough on you anymore, okay? It's really not a bad outcome, okay? And that's your reading, viewers. I really hope it helps. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Now let's move on to the 6th oracle reading. I'm going to shuffle this twice and then we'll get started, okay, viewers? One cut. Now let's ask the question to the 6th oracle reading. Please give me an update to the viewers that are leading with strength. Thank you. Harbor of peace. Desert of isolation. Carry away. Wise counsel. On the mend. Sorrow heals. Had to show you that, okay? For a reason. So here's some of the new stuff that's happening in your situation while you're leading with strength. You spending that time and space for yourself in order to seek refuge and rebalance your emotions, that's what's going to also help you keep on going as a leader, doing that in balance, okay? So that's the new stuff that's going to be happening. You're going to spend time and space for yourself. And you're going to be going through upgrades here, okay, in your situation while you spend time with yourself, okay? It's going to have you uncover while you're doing some spiritual work like meditation and that. And it's going to upgrade your ideology from survival to thriving, okay? Because now it's your time, and there's going to be some more revelations that are going to hit you, okay? Everybody is different, so I can't tell you, oh, you're going to have a revelation about this, and you're going to have a revelation about that. You know what I mean? But I can tell you about one of them. One of them is you're going to have a revelation about you getting caught up in a romantic moment with somebody. It's going to hit you while you're in that solitude. Who you deeply are in love with is what's getting channeled in. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Because you're going to let yourself be carried up in the swirling moment of a romantic moment. It's not going to be just with the divine God and what you're going to be connecting with, but it's also coming to you through your meditation, who you deeply are in love with. All right? So embrace it. Be happy about it. It's always great, right? Especially when it finally comes to you, go, holy crap, I didn't think it was them, or I knew it was them, but I didn't know I had deep feelings for them. Yep. Heads up with that. That's that new stuff in your situation. So, here's some helpful messages on what to focus on, okay? Wise counsel. Seek guidance from trusted friends and mentors to help you along. Now, you're always welcome here in case you ever need help, okay? So heads up with that. Just trust yourself, okay? Now, here's your outcome of to what it's leading you towards. It's leading you towards being more compassionate and kind to yourself as you heal your heart, okay? Because what got channeled in, you're not yet done. So this is why you're going through a healing. Because you're needing to do an emotional release, okay? In order finally to wipe the slate clean, okay? In the shadows of heartache, growth emerges. Let pain shape you, not define you, viewers, as brighter days beckon just ahead, okay? This is really what puts out all the pain, all the resentment, if you finally have that emotional release, okay? We all had to learn it, right? Some people call it the ugly cry. Well, they can go kick rocks, you know? Cry on your own time, in your own space, and you don't have to have anybody around you to have that emotional release. Give yourself that gift of, well, experiencing fully what it's like to be a human being, even that emotional release, okay? You'll feel better. If you ever need a way of seeing how even Mother Earth, she shows at every single storm, okay, of what that emotional release looks like. And if people actually pay attention, they'll see, like, especially here recently in Ohio, viewers, we had a really bad storm the other day and it cut out our power. But before it did that, it was like huge gusts of wind, like 80 miles per hour, and a crap load of rain was like literally pushing everything out, even knocking over some trees and everything. And so, yeah, if you're paying attention, you'll see it. And then some people like going in those kind of storms, you know? I'm like, don't get blown away like Mary Poppins, you know? But luckily, no one was outside, and that just everything got moved, I think, south of us or north of us. Get what I mean? So it happened, and it was really nice. And within like 2 hours and 45 minutes, they finally restored power. It was nice. Instead of dealing with anxiety and worry, I was very productive. Did dishes. Yeah, water was still working and stuff. I do my dishes by hand because you know what? We don't got a dishwasher here. And it's not a bad thing because usually my daughter does dishes. And when she woke up from her nap, she was like, "Thanks, Mom." And I was like, "You don't have to thank me. We do these things for each other, you know?" So yeah. I know dishes suck though, huh? I didn't mind. Everybody and their mama was outside yammering and stuff like that. But anyway, viewers, that is the sixth oracle reading. Really hope it helps. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But I wanted to give you that example of what emotional release looks like. It happens and then it calms down. And within that hour, the it was beautiful. The sun was slowly setting, so it was really nice and bright still around 6 p.m. And blew out all the candles that we had. And that's why I went downstairs and did dishes. I went outside in the backyard, and there's some stuff in the corner there. Someone's tent and stuff, so I'm sure they'll find it over by our area. But yeah, not bad of a storm. Nothing was swaying, and no apartment buildings were up in the air. So I consider that a huge win. You know what I'm saying? All right. So we got to ask one more question. And this is the bonus reading for all kinds of leaders. You don't have to be the president to have this one. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It can be any kind of leader, okay? Leader to your household, leader to your company, spiritual leader, tarot. You know, I've met all different kinds of leaders in my life, and not so bad at all. When you really sit down and talk to them without all that hype on social media and news media and how they love really messing up the perspective of human beings, you know. Hey, Christine, you don't need to be rude to me in my chat, okay? So you're going in timeout. Actually, you know what? Go sit down, okay? I get to talk to whatever I like on my channel, not for you to be disrespectful in my chat towards me, okay? So see you later. I bet no one likes to put you in timeout, so here you're going in timeout. Okay? Take care. Have a nice life. You'll be able to watch me, but not you yammering in my chat, Christine. Okay? Take care. All right, so I'm going to ask the last question. And that is for all types of leaders. Okay? I'm asking for a message to empower every leader watching this. Okay? One card, please. Medicine of Rainbow Jaguar. Time to heal the mind and body before you move forward, okay? We're going to be doing the spiritual guidance with this one, okay? That only. So this is a good time, viewers, to just sit back and listen. Now, if you end up missing out on everything, like on certain parts, please make sure you listen to it all the way through, or else you'll get so confused, okay? 13. So 𝐖ᴇʟᴄᴏᴍᴇ, the goddess of rainbow light, is responsible for sending rain to nourish the crops, ensure fertility and life. She overturns her divine womb, WOMB, and allows sacred life-giving rain to fall into the soul, promoting growth. The rainbow light of 𝐖ᴇʟᴄ is an oracle of renewal. This is your sign that all is in accordant with life, viewers. The new beginning shall stem from the past, that there is a power to create that what is beautiful, nourishing, and necessary and healing shall flow to you and through you and into the world. So 𝐖ᴇʟᴄ holds jaguar medicine. Jaguar thrives in many environments, being able to climb, run, and swim, because it is mastery over height, distance, and water. Now, it is said at a spiritual level to hold power throughout all dimensions. Its medicine brings the ability to move in darkness without fear, to see clearly through chaos, to evade, and to destroy. Jaguar medicine is fierce, decisive, powerful, and irreversible. 𝐖ᴇʟᴄ brings you this medicine, viewers, now for your own soul journey. A definite conquering of darkness is at hand. So 𝐖ᴇʟᴄ teachings include her story of falling passionately in love with a man who did not respect her. Eventually, to get away from him, viewers, she shapeshifted into a jaguar, becoming invisible whenever he sought her out. In this way, she invaded him and saved herself and the world, which relied upon her bounty and fertility and vitality from destruction. So 𝐖ᴇʟᴄ teaches us of the need to confront what isn't working in our lives, including the influence of negative people, honestly, without fear or compromise. Jaguar is not a halfway medicine. So if we allow unworthy influences to take up residence in our minds, our hearts, our souls, even just a little, viewers, they will eventually be our undoing, eroding our happiness and self-esteem, our vitality, and our ability to lift out, our ability to fulfill our passionate purpose. So eggshell brings jaguar to remind us that exploitation, abuse, and disrespect are unacceptable and must be dealt with efficiently, accordingly to correct timing and with absolute certainty in our hearts. So this is not about harming another, but about cutting off their influence in our souls. So jaguar medicine is a great power and can be used for good or ill. Purity of the heart and mind becomes increasingly important as spiritual power grows. So make yourself unavailable to negativity, gossip, or ill will in any way. I'm going to say it again. Make yourself unavailable to negativity, gossip, or ill will in any way. Seek out the honesty and the constructive. Share your power and devotion. Share your power and devotion when you see needed is what's getting channeled in, and you will see it, okay? And only with that which serves your true values. Like my values is, and it's not very hard for me to say to anybody, my core values is I'm responsible for everything, okay? All the rules are my rules. This moment is inevitable. I am not my mind and I'm not my body. And the biggest one last is I am mother to this world, meaning I will do what is necessary to help others and leave this world a better place than what it is. And I'm such a beautiful mother to my child. It's the same thing I walk in this world too. With treating people with respect and kindness, okay? How I would want to be treated and how I would treat my child too. Openness and kindness is very hard to find nowadays, you know? So if you're ready, viewers, I can give you this gift if you so want to do this. Okay, it's a healing process to help you. Saying hi to Sky. Oh, Mara, thank you for joining me. It's a healing process you can do at any time, so we're going to get started with this. Find a place to relax, viewers. Feel or imagine that there is a rainbow starting at your left side and anchoring over your head and landing on your right side. The right side then anchors underneath you, joining you back with the starting of the rainbow on your left. And you're imagining this by closing your eyes, okay? Now you have an oval rainbow shape around you. Now please say aloud, viewers, the rainbow light brings me healing, blessing, and spiritual grace now. Accordingly to unconditional divine love, the Divine Mother brings me all that I need with such generosity and wisdom. Viewers, rest in this rainbow light, allowing it to bring you healing. All you need to do is just relax for as long as it feels right for you. So when you are ready, viewers, say aloud, Jaguar medicine honors my soul, and divine love now. So allow yourself to feel and imagine or visualize, viewers, that there is a jaguar emerging from the depths of your soul. The muscular, lean body pulsates with power even in rest. This potency blisters just beneath your skin, and a layer of fur rests above your skin. Your head is sturdy and broad. Your jaws, which you can open wide, is powerful, and your tongue is loose and long. You use your senses to see without seeing. You are aware of the space all around you, in all directions, missing nothing. So, viewers, let yourself feel more vital and alive now. Your teeth are fangs, your fingernails and toenails are sharp claws extending. On your necks, and your next breath out, bare your fangs. Do not direct this energy towards a person, viewers, but rather towards an energy of negativity. Use your claws to swipe through what is no longer needed. Jaguars don't need a lot of movement to be effective. One swipe is enough. This medicine has provided its remedy. So rest as your jaguar form fades. And your human soul emerges cleansed and renewed, bringing your attention back to the rainbow light that surrounds you. Allow it to concentrate itself gently into the depths of your soul, viewers. Rest for as long as you need, viewers. And you have completed your healing and spiritual process, viewers. Thank you so much for joining me. And thank you again, Sky, for joining me, and you're welcome as well. So, viewers, that is the end of the bonus reading for all kinds of leaders. Really hope it helps. And now we can move forward. And that is very simple. I'll give you guys an update on what's going on with me. So, there's some really good stuff. So today, I no longer have Facebook anymore. It takes them about a freaking month to delete your personal account and your business page. So if you see it up, then it's up, but it's not supposed to be up after May, I guess. So yeah, hopefully they're not backing up any of my files, goofballs, because I wanted it all deleted. Because I don't see it necessary to have a Facebook, because it does not help my me reaching people. And already people on my Facebook know that I'm here on YouTube, and so they're subscribed. I am going to keep on releasing movie night options of different kind of movies on my X account, the home of Twitter. So I'll be doing that. I have 4 of my accounts on 4 different kinds of places. I also deleted my Blue Sky account, mainly because I wanted to bring people over that needed to heal. Okay, because I am a neutral, practical healer. Okay, and tomorrow I'm going to divulge on my community posts what more I do as a healer. Okay, so check that out. There will be some other cool stuff that'll be posted as well on top of that. And I'll be sending links in case you're just connected to my X account. Okay. But I do post those things at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Regular videos at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right now we're dropping some zodiac sign pick a card readings, okay, if you're interested. And I also do non-zodiac sign readings too as well. I love my job, and I love being able to help anybody who needs it, because when you find out what works and going through your own transformations and stuff and not suffering to grow anymore, yeah, I love sharing that with others, and I don't like to see anybody suffering to grow, anymore. So yeah. So I've been focusing on my channel, focusing on being a mom. My daughter's going to have her birthday on the 6th here very soon, and that's going to be awesome. Her turning 15, so got things planned for that. I'm going to be chilling here at home and having fun, on her birthday. I'm I'm very glad that I don't have a live on that because, well, it's not a no-brainer when it comes down to family matters and stuff. I'll reschedule things to make things work. People understand that, when you have a family and, things come up, you want to celebrate those things, even if it's a birthday. And everybody should at least have a cake on their birthday. You know what I'm saying? It should be a rule. So I'm going to make her cheesecake. Strawberry cheesecake, a keto style. That's been going really good too. I've been letting people know too on my playlist that there is a keto playlist in case you want to know how to start a keto diet for yourself. It's not really hard. What makes it hard is these companies thinking it's okay to charge an arm and a leg for their products. So just make sure you're looking in the back of the label so that way you're not getting duped even by keto items too. Okay. Anything else going on with me? Oh, I got to keep my lips sealed with certain surprises I want to reveal. You'll just have to see it when it comes. It's always fun. But as for me and my love life, it's on pause still. I'm very hopeful and optimistic about the future. You know what I mean? Just very happy that things are unfolding the way it is, and a lot of my predictions are coming true. Very interesting how it's been unfolding. So I've been happy about that too. And my mission here is to pretty much heal you. You know, I deal with so many different healers, tarot readers, a lot of people from different religions, even different witches and stuff. Oh, yes, everybody and their mama comes here, and I'm just happy. Any kind of leader comes here, and I just love even different celebrities and stuff go in and out of my channel as well to get healed. So, like I always say, if you have your own channel and you're any kind of influencer, especially in the spirit realm or not, please make sure that you're balanced, you're taking care of yourself, okay? Hold hold that integrity. It's your saving grace. And you'll always get blessings along the way. And start creating with those beautiful ideas because they're not stupid, okay? But don't forget to dance, be happy. I mean like dance of going out and celebrating every once in a while. I'm not saying go get wasted and stuff, but I'm saying like have fun in life. Because life is too short. If you saw a counter or an hourglass of how much time you have on this world, you wouldn't let the littlest crap ever bother you. You would be focused on what it is that you want to accomplish and want to grow and create. So have that in mind. If anything bothers you, have that in mind that your life is that precious, your time and your health, okay? And whatever that insignificant thing is, no matter if it was someone who passed away or not, even they would have told you, don't worry about me for very long. Mourn me and then move on and enjoy life. You know what I mean? If it wasn't death and you're dealing with heartbreak in that, be happy that you have these emotions because if it wasn't for these human bodies, you wouldn't experience what it's like to be a human being at all. And that's part of it is heartbreak. Learning how to mend it, learning how to evolve yourself to the next expression of something even more beautiful, because you'll meet that person. All you're doing is doing what's necessary to heal first. And then when you meet that new person, you'll have the courage to be able to be more open than you were in the past, you know? Life can be heaven, but what makes it a hell if we succumb to our fears and repress our own soul to those fears? That's what can truly make a hell out of the things, you know? That's why I feel in this life, we can truly make love's paradise here on earth. We don't have to wait to go to a heaven. You know what I mean? And we don't have to put ourselves through a hell anymore. If you truly think about it in a different aspect, you know, a different perspective, you know. So let's make something great, something powerful that we can all build upon, especially if you have a YouTube channel or not. Truly chase your dreams, because life is too short for chasing money. Because you will truly feel fulfilled chasing your dreams. Even if it's going towards your full potential, it'll happen in its perfect time, in its perfect way, okay? Just be patient with yourself, love yourself, and you will soon see a lot of things clear up. It can be that easy. What makes it difficult if we live in our minds? I think we all know how hard that is, you know? So, with that being said, beautiful viewers, beautiful souls, I'm going to end out this live with a mantra, okay? Esitoma sadgamaya namasoma jyotegamaya Rityorman Ritangamaya Shanti Shanti Shanti. You guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Now it's just slipping down that slide, not more of an uphill battle anymore, okay? Enjoy it. This beautiful earth is our playground, and we can truly play if we want to create something better, okay? Focus on that, okay? I'll see you next time. Let's see. You are all invited, okay? Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? And I hope you all make it. Until then, bye for now.